Joining me now is SkillsUSA 2013 is the CEO of iCar, John Van Alstyne.
iCar is supportive of Skills for sure. Jason Bartonen, who's over in the welding area today, 15 years with Skills. And not only Skills here at the national competition, but Skills also back at the state level. So Jason's been very involved. We have another couple of folks over here helping out with the welding, Scott and Dan, and we also have board members here too.
Right.
So there's a lot of iCar presence here at Skills.
And that's really important for corporations to get involved by letting their employees participate in this as a volunteer, because it goes right back to our industry, and companies like yours have such a big impact on training in the industry. It's really
Sure.
huge.
Well, I mean, there's good connective tissue, I think, between what iCar's role is for the industry and Skills, and we provide a lot of curriculum to the educators, right, to the schools serving these students, and so it's an opportunity for us to connect with those instructors, those school administrators, to help tell our story a little bit. We just recently, this past year, we launched the Professional Development Program Education Edition, and it's really a reinvention of our curriculum that we provide to the industry,
right,
but it's packaged for the schools.
Right.
And just this past year, we've had 141 schools adopt. We call it the PDPEE,
right,
just for short. That's about 10% of the school populations now using the professional development program.
How important is that for them to get deeply involved in that before they come out into the industry?
Well, the whole reason that we introduced that product was based on the feedback from the industry of, we'd like to have students come out that are well prepared to go directly in and add value to the industry. The idea behind the professional development program is that they can take the same training in the educational setting that they would be taking in the industry. And so they come into the industry with the credentials like platinum.
Yeah, that's the key point here. You got a lot of kids that are graduating with the credentials already.
Right.
How important is that for job placement?
Well, collision repair facilities, in order to be a gold class repair facility, you need to have 4 platinum individuals at a minimum. So that'd be a structural, non-structural, refinish, and estimator. And so if you come out of school with a platinum certification, there's a pretty good opportunity for you, I think.
Right. We always tell kids that the more certifications you can get, the more marketable you are as an employee. And even though there's a big need for new technicians, don't get us wrong, but the more certifications you have, the more marketable you are in that industry.
Sure.
What else do you have going on?
Boy, what else do we have going on? We're getting ready for our big conference that's coming up in July. So that's the iCar conference. And we're actually putting a different twist to it this year and going forward. It's going to be a lot less about iCar business. It's about things of interest to the industry. And this year our focus is on vehicle technology. So it's a half day and half day on vehicle technology. So we have speakers from Chrysler, Honda. So these are VP director level guys that are talking about the future of body structures, what they're doing to respond to regulation from safety and CAFE perspectives. We have the director of driver assistance systems from Bosch that'll be there. NHTSA, Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, will be there. And these are the research guys from those organizations. And another group called Center for Automotive Research. They've done a big project on autonomous vehicles.
Right.
So there'll be a conversation about where that might go.
I know a lot of people are thinking that, in collision shops especially, that if they make these autonomous vehicles, they're never going to have accidents. But what runs those autonomous vehicles is software, right?
Yeah.
And software can fail. So,
well, it's not only the software, but you've got a lot of other vehicles that may not be autonomous that can slam into an autonomous vehicle.
Right. So is iCar trying to take some cues from what the industry is really going to need in the future for training, trying to get an idea of what we should work on next?
Some of the things that we've recently brought that I think are kind of interesting, we've worked really hard to make our coursework much more interactive, okay? And at NACE last year, we launched this class called Blueprinting, okay, which is working with the vehicle. It's not sitting just watching PowerPoints, it's actually working with the vehicle to understand how to go about diagnosing damage and doing a proper repair plan and estimate. We have a new course that we're just introducing right now, adhesive bonding. Okay, we've had an adhesive bonding course, but it's now interactive and engaging for the student where they're actually bonding in the class, okay?
Yeah.
So we call it more of a hands-on type class. But looking in the future, we've got a lot of different things that we will be working to bring to the industry. One of the things that's very early in our thought process is more training on vehicle-specific, technology-specific topics. And I think that's going to be quite interesting, I think. And
it kind of has to be that way, doesn't it? Because everything is so specific to the vehicle these days. It's not one size fits all anymore.
Right. So I think that's something that we're going to be putting some thought to.
Now, something else you have to be thinking about, because it's coming at us pretty quickly, is aluminum and carbon fiber, the composites. Because of the lightweight, tendencies of the car, they have to lighten up the car for the standards coming at us.
Sure. So we already have aluminum intensive vehicles course that we launched almost a year ago now, and we've also updated our welding programs as well. So we have the aluminum welding as well, and we also have just launched carbon fiber as well. So all that stuff, it's right on the tip of the tongue. So if you've not been to an ICAR class lately, there's a lot going on.
You got a lot to catch up on, don't you?
Yeah.
John, thanks for spending your time with us today. Really appreciate it. First time here, I'm hoping you'll be back.
I look forward to it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Bob.